composition of functions. So here's what I will always tell you the real way to do things, right? I will tell you the mathy, Bible-y way to do it. And then I'm also going to tell you a way that might make things easier to understand. So today we're going to talk about composition of functions, and I will often refer to it when you later on, because we use it in the second chapter a little bit more, and you're going to be like, I don't quite remember that, and I'm like, it's the cupcake rule, and you're like, oh yeah, it's the cupcake operation, and then it will make it super easy to remember, right? But I am going to actually show you what we're actually doing, and I'm going to write the definition down, and that will make it worse. And there you go. So this is an operation, right? Composition of functions is a mathematical operation. That's an action. That's an action. And you're like, what do you mean by that? We do a lot of operations, and we're so comfortable with them, they're like second nature. For example, 6 times 2 is the operation or the action of multiplying, right? We got that one down. And 6 divided by 2 is the operation of division. And 6 to the second power is the operation of squaring something, right? Those are actions that we take in math, and often we have symbols to help us, right? Putting it upstairs like that is a symbol. Putting it with the divide sign is a symbol, right? So it's an operation or an action that we take. Sometimes operations that we do are so cool that we have more than one way to do it. So we can write this as 6 times 2. We can also write it as 6.2, right? And we can even write it like this, 6 parentheses 2, right? That all means the same thing. It means do the operation of multiplication, right? And we've done it so often, it's like second nature. It's like, well, what the hell are you doing? But then last year, we started throwing in some new operations. So I'll give you one of your favorite ones. This bad boy. Yeah, we do this again this year, right? So we start throwing in some new ones. And for my friends who had Algebra 2 trig, and we will do it even here, that we will even graph this crazy operation, like 3 cosine of 6 theta, right? Like you're like, what? Oh my God, I want to cry, right? They're just different operations, right? So today we're talking about an operation, an action, a procedure that we actually talked about before, but you didn't really remember it. And it looks like this. So here's what it looks like. You can write this down right here if you want, or write on your paper. And then I'm going to give you the definition of the operation. But here, oh, it's not even here. Here's what it looks like. There are 2 ways we write it. One way that we write it is my favorite, and it looks like this. When you see that, that is telling you do the operation of composition. One way that we write it. Some textbooks write it this way. People who write their own worksheets write it this way because it's nice. Some textbooks and some like SAT or ACTs will write it using this way. They'll go F, and then they'll have this weird open dot and G of X. And it's not fog. It's do the composition. It's a symbol for composition. And you're like, okay, but what the hell is composition? Now, if you think you're a little confused now, wait till I write the definition down. It won't help. And then I'm going to show you something, and it's going to be like, oh, that's so easy, right? And the composition of function is this. And you're going to write this down, action of using the range of f of x for the domain of g of x. You're going to write that down, and you're going to be like, okay, I wrote it. It means nothing. Like if I said, now go do your homework, you'd be like, that means nothing. That is gibberish. But I'm going to explain it to you in a different way, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I totally get this. And then we're going to refer back to this, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute to write, and then I will tell you what we're doing here. Everyone got it written down? Composition is this action. It's the action of taking one thing and putting it inside something else. And let me explain what composition is. So I went to, I couldn't find, Kara's cupcake is closed. I don't have it anymore, so I went to nothing but cakes. So I got my buns. This is X, or 7, or 24. And what composition says is this, that I take the number 20, I put it into my first function, yay, and then I take that answer, help me out, safe, if you can hold that open, and I put it into the second function, and I'm done. That is composition. It's putting, you're taking a number, you're putting it into a function, you're taking that answer, and you're using it in the next function. Does that make sense? So you're taking your answer, the range, and you're putting it inside as your domain. That's what we're doing. So here's what's interesting about composition of functions. The order matters. Could I do this in a different way? I could, but I get a different answer. So right now, my answer is I'm walking around with the cool bag on my shoulder. This is me. That's my answer, right? So I could do it in a different order, but it's going to look different. And the different order could be this, that I take my cupcake, my cake, I put it in the other thing first, and then I wad my bag up, and I put it in the box. And now say I wanted to wrap this and give it as a gift, I could. Does that make sense? But a different answer. It looks different. This is different than me carrying on the bag. And the reason I'm telling you this is the order here matters. And I'm going to tell you what that order is. When we're doing these, and we're going to do it in a second, we go from the inside out. We take our cupcake, we put it in this guy, and we take this guy and put it in that guy. Does that make sense? Same thing over here. Take this guy, put it in this guy, and what it's telling you is now compose it, put your answer into this guy. That's what it means. That's what it means. So it looks scary? Totally not. You ready to do it? Try a few? We're going to try a nice, easy one. We're going to start nice and easy. Here we go. Let me throw it up. There we go. We're going to start with this bad boy. Are you ready? It says compose your functions, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our cupcake, boom. We're going to plug it into the right function, and the right one is G. So we're going to take that -7, and plug it into G. Please do that. -14 plus 2. Now, here's where kids mess up. And they'll say, oh, now do I know the -7 to do this? No. Composition says, now you take your answer, your range, and you use it for this guy right here. Does that make sense? What's composition? Composition. It's a cupcake roll. Cupcake in the box, box in the back. 3, -12, plus 5, -36, plus 5, -31. How is that? Is that easy? Yeah? Okay, light work, light work. Okay, you ready to try one on your own? All on your either whiteboard desk or on your paper? I don't care where you do it. Your arm is fine. Okay. No, you were talking, so we're rolling on, but you can write, you can do this. You got this. You got this. You got it. You got this. You got this. Stick with this. You got this. Okay. Is it different? Is this one different? No. It's just a different number and written differently. So here's what you're going to do. Val and I are going to take the 10, plug it into the H, and take that answer, plug it into my G. And you're going to tell me when you're ready, Val, and then I'll roll on. So I got you. I got you. I'm not leaving you behind. Yes, you go back inside out. Because this is our cupcake. Into the box, into the bag. Now you got to be careful. Sometimes they're written in different order, so don't always assume it's going to be this one to this one. That just has happened. That's just lucky for you. Hey, 35 times 4 is 140. Because I'm a nerd. Because I have no friends. It's 70 plus 70. I don't. Well, I have a husband. That counts. My kids are my friends. Really? So here's what I'm going to do. You get 30, you got 35 for this, yeah? Now we're going to plug it in right here. So 4 times 35 minus 2. So that's 140. Take away 2, 138. I heard an O back there. Are we good? Everyone feeling it? Yeah.
Why do we do that?
Why do we do which part? Oh, because that's what composition says. You take your 10 and you plug it in here first, right? Then you take your answer that you got and plug it into the next guy.
Is this the same thing if we did plug in our answer from G to H?
No. And that's what it's saying. It gives you, if you did that, it would give you a different answer. So order matters, right?
Yeah.
So it's like saying 5 take away 1 is 4, but 1 take away 5, -4. And order matters, right? So in composition, you got to watch and be careful, and it goes backwards. 10 to H, H into G. Good questions. Those are good questions. Okay. Now, okay, the next one's going to get a little, Next one's going to get a little weird, but it's easier than it looks. It's easier than it looks, but it feels like it's not easy, right? So we're going to go to this one. No, we're going to do that one in a second. Okay, so we're going to go to this one. And now everyone gets a little panicked when I do letters. And it's like, letters are scary. But you know what? There's less math on this one. There's less math. So I'm going to give you a second to write this one down on your arm or your leg or your paper or your whiteboard desk. I don't care. And then we're going to do this one together. Then I'm going to have you step up and try a little bit harder. And then we got one more, and then a super easy one we end up. And you'll like the last one. Super easy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do on this one. We're going to take this X, and we're going to go to H, right? And everywhere I see a T, I'm not going to write T anymore. I'm writing X. That's all I have to do. That's it. There's nothing else I can do. So my answer on this one is just 2X plus 3. I would like it to be something nicer, but it's not. That's my cupcake in the box. Now I'm going to take this guy and plug him in right there. Are you cool with that? No, whenever we're doing, when this is just a letter, we're going to have letters at the end. If it's a number, we get a nice number. We like the nice number ones. We love when the answer's 7. When it's some stupid X number, we don't like that. Okay, so here we go. 5, 2X plus 3 minus 4. Got a little baby distribution here. 10X plus, we're at the X. 10X plus 15 minus 4. 10X plus 11. How did you do? Can I see a wiggle of fingers if you got that? Nice and easy, yeah? Not sweating you? Okay, let's see how bad. Oh, the next one I love. I love the next one. And then we're going to do a really hard one, and then we'll do this one. Okay, here's what's crazy. It is possible that I went to the store and they wouldn't give me a box. I had to actually make them give me a box. They didn't want it. I had to pay for that. So here's what I could do. If I needed it to not get messed up, like I'm driving and I don't want it to get all messed up, it is possible that I put my cupcake in the bag and then I bought a second bag and put it in another bag, right? As a matter of fact, I could do like 5 bags. If I really, like say I was traveling with like a bottle of perfume or something, I didn't want it to get wrecked in my suitcase, I could put the perfume in a bag and then in another bag and then in another bag, right? You're allowed to do that. So that's kind of what we're doing here. That looks crazy, but what we're saying is, let's just use this guy more than once. So what we're going to do is, here's what I do. If you're really clever, you don't have to do this. You can just be like, oh, I'm going to do it twice. But here's what I do. I got this one right here. I'm just going to write it a second time, right? And it's really the exact same problem that we just did. We're just going to put the M into the first guy, get a very easy answer, and then just plug it in again one more time. So I'm going to stop talking and let you try to do this on your own. So putting in the M is easy. Then take that answer, plug it in a second time. Nice. It should be nice and easy. And I just haven't done it yet, so I'm just doing it. And do you see what I'm doing? I'm plugging in the first guy into the second guy. I heard that. I heard someone say 9n minus 16 because they were a genius. Who was it over here? There was a chick somewhere that said it. I heard her. She did great. Yay for her. Yay. Are we good? We got that? Everyone feeling it? Yeah? Okay. Last hard one, and then we do a super easy one that you'll like. We end an easy one, but this next one's gonna make you cry just a tiny bit. Yeah, this is the one that's gonna is this the one that I want you to do? Yeah. Let's see. I'm just checking other ones I made up. La la la. Oh, is that? No. We'll do this one. Sorry, I'm diving through. Here we go. No. One more time. Here we go. Okay. This is like the starter, right? So we're going to take this action, plug it in here. Then we're going to claw, take that crazy answer, and plug it in there. Right? So on this occasion, we're not just doing a cupcake. Like we have like a whole meal from Chipotle. Like, so we're gonna put all of our stuff in that little container, and then we're gonna put that little container into a bag. Right? It's more complex, but we can do that. Take a hot minute, work with your neighbors. I'm gonna tell you, you got some claw action happening. You got some distribution happening. If you can do this, you're home free. This is about as hard as a quiz is. Which is Friday, by the way. But I'm going to tell you how I do quizzes in here tomorrow, and you'll be like, oh my God, that's so awesome. And then I'm here to tell you it's a little bit of a trap, but we'll talk about it tomorrow. Little claw action right here. Claw, don't forget you're working at 5. Show all your steps here because man, lots of places where you can leave a little thing behind, yeah? I've done that all day. I've made it N and M. I don't know why. So here's my first step. I'm just to here, right? So here I'm going to go N squared. I'm a dork, and I know that 3n and 3n is going to be negative 6n. I just know that. And plus 9. I'll show the steps. So negative 3n minus 3n plus 9 plus 5. I'm going to clean that up because I don't like it that messy. So I'm going to call that n squared minus 6n plus 14. Now, watch what I do with him. I take him, watch this, that's the range. Remember in the very beginning, I said you take the range, and now, hey, dude, hi. I'm good, thank you. Are you like here, buddy? Yes. Oh, I haven't seen you. I am looking, oh, wait, come back. He's never showing up. I'm going to take this and plug it in right up here, right? So this is some serious action here. So I'm going to multiply by 5, subtract 4. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Just because I want to save a little space, I'm going to do the multiply by 5 right here. And don't forget the subtract 4. Are you ready? Let's see how we do. I'm very excited about this. 5n squared minus 30n plus, I'm a dork, 70. Take away 4, which will give you 66. Can I see wiggle fingers if you are a professional math person? Nicely done. And if you made a few mistakes, no worries, as long as you caught them, right? That's a lot. Lots of places to make mistakes. Last two we're going to do, you're going to put your pencils down because you can't even write anything. And you're welcome. These show up on an SAT and ACT. I've seen them show up before, and kids are like, what the holy hell? This is gypsy magic. I don't know how to do this. And I'm about to tell you this is the easiest thing you do all year long. Watch what we do. Oh my God, I love these problems. I am going to do, I just put the pen down. I'm going to start here. Oh, I love this. I'm going to take this 2, and I'm going to go over to F, just like we did 2 nights ago. So I'm going to take the 2 and go to right here. It's my domain, and I plug it in, and I get 5. Awesome. Now watch what I do, and watch the coolest thing ever. I take that 5. Oh, wait, I don't want those dots. Let's see if I can get rid of the dots. Okay. I take the 5, and now he comes over to here, and he's my new domain, and I go, oh, 5. Boom. That's it. That's the answer. Is that the coolest thing ever? Like, that is so easy, right? But if you saw that on a test, you'd be like, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to do. And it's so easy. So while I'm passing out your homework for tonight, could you try this one with your neighbors? Let me clear off the mess so it's not so crazy looking. Can you try that one? Be careful. Start at G, not at F, right? So go 4 into G, get your range, and then use it as your domain. See, it all makes sense. Okay, you're trying that, you're talking to each other, getting an answer. Don't dive into your homework there and then cut classes off. I don't.
Next one. It's on the first one. No, the second one. Start on the right.
Will we move over to the second graph? No, because you get so much to ruin, you know what? I don't want to work on this. Only because it's literally I guess we should start at 9. Okay. Oh, yeah. Give me a few minutes to finish talking because you don't want to miss where I tell you what I'm talking to you. Yeah, you're absolutely welcome to listen to that music if you want, but don't use your phones here because you won't talk. What's that? So did you get an answer for that one? The G, like the G of 4, like it's so it's -4 and then you go to -4. Is it -1? Yeah. See, I love doing that, but you don't have to do that. So we're doing a big reach to that table of 5. Would you mind doing it? Oh yeah, I see that. Okay, so a couple things. First thing is, I have very little life at home, so I think of ways to do things. So if you want to check your answers on this homework assignment, watch what you do. You just flip up the bottom. See what I do there? I actually make them go upside down so you can see it. Shut up, you're welcome. Okay, next thing is, we're going to do the even ones on the front. And I'm not going to joke around with you, like already by number 4, they get, these are pretty rigorous, but you got time in class. On the back, cross off 19 and 20, we're going to do those tomorrow. We're going to talk about those tomorrow. And I will say this, we're doing all of them on the back because those are those easy ones, but be careful. 17 and 18 are tough. They are tough. They're kind of like, if you're thinking, I might go to calculus next year, you got to be able to walk through 17 and 18. If you're really stumped on 17 and 18, they probably won't be on the quiz. I will probably go over them tomorrow if you need me to, but give them a shot, right? See if you are calc ready. And that's it. That's what you're doing tonight. And I'm checking off the white assignment from 2 days ago. No, even. Yeah. Because you know what? Why do them all? That's just too much, right? Again, minimum effective dose, meaning I am giving, so my own children, remember I'm a mom, they would say, you know, mom, if you give any kid over 15 problems, they're just cheating after that. And I thought, nice, lovely. So I don't give that much, but you gotta do at least that. If you do even less than that, you won't get it, right? So I'm gonna give you the least you need to do that. So you're doing, and work together, that's what you have. Okay, I'm stopping taking.